Little people, big world. Why Libra Caryn Chandler's a terrible match for Libra Matt Roloff? Hello viewers, I am Alana. Welcome back to my channel. USA Daily History for Roloff family latest news update. Please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. Caryn Chandler and Matt Roloff are both Libras, but their incompatibilities in their long-term relationship have played out on the screens for a while now. The couple had a scandalous start in 2015, after 27 years of marriage. Matt and Amy's marriage wasn't easy. Still, the Roloffs' divorce was shocking to many. Caryn had been a long-time manager for Roloff Farms, which made things a little uncomfortable even for the Little People, Big World fans. Little People, Big World has been filled with drama since 2022 after Matt put Roloff Farms' land up for sale without consulting his children. The farm, which didn't sit well with his kids, especially Zach, who wanted to buy part of the farm at a discounted rate. Some people feel Caryn is to blame for the ongoing feud between Matt and Zach. Years of waiting, with their wedding expected later in 2024. So far, Libras are best known for their calm and peaceful demeanor. Most gravitate towards cultivating long-term relationships however, Libras also love the taste of a good life and the convenience that comes with it. There are who is merely after Matt's wealth. Caryn loves the luxurious lifestyle that she enjoys while dating Matt. She is an opportunist who thrives on attention, control, and the illusion of wealth. The fact that she was once an employee of the Roloff farm means, wanting an easy life, it was easy for her to pursue a relationship with the Little People, Big World's patriarch. Matt and Caryn don't balance each other out. They are both egotistic and usually do not know when to calm down and solve certain issues. When tension arose between Matt and his son Zach about the farm's future, Caryn didn't seem to do anything to help ease the situation. As a matter of fact, she made it worse after Matt and Zach met for a face-to-face negotiation, which didn't go well. The father-son duo also butted heads, prompting the show and the farm moving to Battleground, Washington. Libras can be quite passive-aggressive, making that relationship a recipe for disaster. It explains the feuds in the Roloff family. Matt has been beefing with his kids since his relationship with Caryn began when the producers asked him about the engagement. During Little People Big World Season 25, Matt and Caryn discussed building a playing ground on their property. The couple noted that Zach, Tori, and the kids no longer visited with Caryn, adding they didn't want to be associated with them. In most cases, Caryn is passive-aggressive when addressing anything related to Roloff's kids or when talking about Amy. She often makes which can be mistaken for being nice. The two should have found the right approach to dealing with Zach. Obviously, a part of him feels left down by Matt and Caryn. Instead of letting Zach be, the couple could have tried another communication approach to keep them together. Undeniably, Caryn is deeply involved in the Roloff family, and Matt needs someone who will call him out when he makes a mistake and not just take whatever he says. Little People Big World, Matt Roloff and Caryn Chandler are engaged. Caryn Chandler and Matt Roloff's relationship has been subject to much speculation since his divorce from Little People Big World fan favorite Amy Roloff. And it seemed that their romance might finally be coming to an end when hints of trouble emerged. Despite skeptics' claims that this might be the end of their love story, Matt has made a shock announcement. He and Caryn are now engaged, and the most recent season of the TLC show, viewers noticed that Caryn seemed unhappy. In fact, fans heavily criticized her for meddling in family matters. After this, reports began to circulate that she refused to film for the show in the future. Rumors then spread that their relationship was. Of course, fans of Team Amy eagerly anticipated a split between Matt and Caryn. However, there were subtle signs that these rumors were not entirely true. Little People Big World fans who paid attention to social media noticed that both Matt and Caryn were less active on their accounts. When Matt shared posts now and then, they appeared to be happy enough. That being said, there was a major clue that they were still together. He shared updates on the construction progress of the home, which reached its roof height. In these updates, he referred to the home as our new home, a significant indication that they remained together. TLC and Matt jointly announced the engagement on Instagram. The news was shared on April 19th and received a lot of attention from fans. The caption read, "She said, yes, LPBW couple Matt and Caryn are engaged." On the network's website, Matt Roloff elaborated on their plans for a simple but elegant wedding that will take place in 2024. Caryn and Matt have been together for 6 years, so it's only natural that they would move forward with their relationship like Amy and Chris Marek did. Moreover, Matt is in his 60s, so he's likely looking forward to retirement with the woman he loves by his side. Little People Big World fans immediately shared their thoughts in the comment section. Little People Big World fans who reacted mostly seemed thrilled for the couple. One of them wrote, "Everyone deserves their happily ever after. Congratulations." Meanwhile, another follower said, "Hope they have many years of happiness. Congratulations on your engagement." Whilst a few folks grumbled, this comment helps to put things in perspective. Congratulations. Everyone deserves to be happy. Amy moved on. So it's only right that Matt did too. It's called moving forward with life. What are your thoughts on Matt Roloff and Caryn Chandler's engagement? Are you happy for them? Feel free to share your thoughts and reactions in the comments section below. Caryn Chandler not returning to film Little People, Big World, says source. If Little People, Big World returns for season 25, Carney won't be on board. LPBW viewers know Caryn as Matt Roloff's longtime girlfriend and a former Roloff Farms employee. Caryn has appeared on LPBW since the early seasons. Her appearance as a regular cast member has garnered mixed reactions from LPBW viewers. Now, according to a source, if the show is picked up for another season, Caryn won't be joining her boyfriend Matt to film any longer. An insider spoke with The Sun, telling the outlet Matt really wants another season, but Caryn is completely done. As far as her reasons for not wanting to continue to film, the source, she thinks there are too many disagreements with what they want to say and do on air, and too much family drama. She feels as though she's the one always caught in the middle trying to mediate. The source added that Caryn is aware that her presence in the cast likely adds to TV ratings, but she's through with filming for the long-running TLC series. LPBW first aired in 2006 and has been one of the longest-standing reality TV shows on TLC. It broke in 2018, beating out Keeping Up with the Kardashians and 19 Kids and Counting for the most episodes of a reality TV series aired. This season has continued to showcase the division among the Roloff family. Negotiations between Matt and his twin sons Jeremy and Zach went south, and Matt's actions have caused LPBW viewers to. Many fans of the show felt that Matt should have worked harder to keep the farm in the family. He recently took the north side of the farm off the market and announced that instead, he's going to like an Airbnb. The feud has also caused tensions between Matt's longtime girlfriend, Caryn, and his kids. As the insider reported, Caryn would prefer that Matt hand over the farm to his kids so they can retire in Arizona. That would be her dream scenario, but whether Matt agrees is yet to be decided, the source shared. Little People Big World Matt Roloff and Caryn Chandler criticized Tori and Zach's parenting. Little People Big World spoilers tease that the Roloff family has had their fair share of problems in the past year, but the worst is the feud between versus Matt Roloff and Caryn Chandler. Everything started going south when talk came out about Matt wanting to sell the family home after everyone in the family assumed the house and land would go to the Roloff children. In fact, in many scenes during past episodes of LPBW, Matt can be heard saying just that. But things have changed. Have divorced, and Matt is in a new relationship with girlfriend and former Roloff farmhand, Caryn Chandler. Even though the present season is now wrapped up, the feud is not. Back last spring, Matt claimed that he tried to make a deal with the kids for them to buy the farm. The price tag was $4 million. Sadly, a deal could not be met, but no surprise to LPBW fans, since the children all have young families of their own to provide for. The feud has gotten so bad that Zach has called his father a cowardly manipulator. The Sun reports that Matt and Caryn are not impressed with how Tori and Zach have been raising their children, most likely because they have made the decision to not allow Caryn anywhere near their children, including the introduction of their newest offspring, baby Josiah. Since Matt mentioned so many times in the past that the family home and property would stay in the family, and now that he is with Caryn he has changed his mind, Zach and Tori are putting the blame on her. Not only did Zach and Tori make a hasty decision by moving from Oregon, where they were very happy, to Washington, but they also decided not to go to the Roloff farm for pumpkin season, a family tradition. Understandably, Matt was hurt. He wanted to have Jackson on the tractor with him again, welcoming guests. Matt has said that he believes he is working on repairing the relationship and wants the family back together again. Caryn is open to reconciliation but feels that Zach and Tori should make the first move. Two wrongs don't make a right. Zach and Tori moved and didn't attend pumpkin season. Matt didn't see his grandchildren for Christmas and instead spent his time doing video calls for fans. Caryn wants to relocate with Matt to Arizona. Little People, Big World. Signs Matt Roloff's ego's out of control. Matt Roloff ego is out of control and has led to the downfall of their show. The reality series chronicled the Roloff family's life navigating dwarfism. Matt was married to Amy Roloff when the show premiered in 2006, but a lot has shifted in their family since. and moved on with their partners, Caryn Chandler and Chris Merrick. Their divorce was a blow for the family, but one of the eldest Roloff child alongside Zach always wanted to take over the Roloff farms. Matt acquired the farm in 1990, and it was the main source of income for the Roloff family for quite some time. When Matt and Amy got divorced, she sold her portion of the farm back to her ex, believing he was going to pass it down to their children. However, none of the Roloff children were made aware of Matt's decision. Matt went behind his children's backs when they were all shocked, but Amy intentionally sold her part of the farm back to her ex-husband because she thought he would give the property to their children. Matt made the situation worse by listing their original family home along with the 16 acres of farmland. Zach felt betrayed, and Matt knew he planned to take over the Roloff farms one day. He didn't care about his son's feelings at the time, made things worse when offering Zach $4 million for a piece of the Roloff farms. Zach couldn't afford this price, and Matt knew that. From that point on, their relationship hasn't been the same. But he did it anyway. On Instagram accused Matt of manipulating the narrative by saying he sold the farm because of his sons, which greatly upset Zach. Their relationship hadn't been the same since Matt and Amy's divorce broke the Roloff matriarch's heart. The couple naturally drifted apart from each other throughout their marriage. However, in Amy's memoir she alleged while they were still married, Caryn worked at the Roloff farms, managing the pumpkin patch for the family. She had worked for them for a while before entering into a relationship with Matt. Amy said she saw messages that led her to believe Matt and Caryn had something more than a working relationship. It was hard for Amy felt betrayed after Matt allegedly cheated on her, though he still says he didn't cheat on his ex-wife. It made things worse that Matt was allegedly seeing Caryn, a woman who had worked for Amy for years. When Matt and Caryn got engaged, Amy was not too excited for them. They told her that they would leave the farm to Amy when they both passed along, but that doesn't solve all the pain they have caused her throughout the years. Matt's ego may have ruined Little People, Big World. His choice not to tell the Roloff children he was selling their family farms has arguably destroyed the show. Matt and Zach have feuded since he listed the farms. After that, Zach decided to move his family to Battleground, Washington. Zach and Tori uprooted their 3 children, Jackson, Lila, and Josiah, from the Roloff farms to have a fresh start. Since they moved, he only keeps in contact with Zach and Tori to maintain his relationship with his grandchildren. Since moving to Washington to Little People, Big World Season 26 if it's renewed. Since Season 1, and without him, Tori, and their children, Little People, Big World will suffer. If Matt had consulted Zach about his decision to sell the farm, their relationship might look different today. After the season finale of Little People, Big World Matt addressed speculation surrounding its fate on Facebook. He said he couldn't talk about the future of the show since he wasn't under a contract. Matt said, "Nobody really knows at this point if Little People, Big World will get renewed for Season 26. Seemingly addressing Zach and Tori's exit, he said it was not even Matt knows if there will be another season of Little People, Big World. Aside from his issues with his family, Matt has had problems with the law. In his lifetime, both for drunk driving and DUI charges. Matt was arrested in 2003 for drunk driving. However, Matt's 2003 charge was dismissed after he finished an alcohol diversion program. He was arrested for a second time for a DUI in 2007 but ended up being found not guilty. Matt's ego may have led him to believe he was okay with drinking and driving. Matt has put his family through a lot on his divorce from Amy shocked the Roloff family and Little People, Big World viewers. Amy says that he was cheating on her with his fiancée, Caryn, but he has not admitted to this. Matt ruined his relationship with Zach after he decided to sell the Roloff farms. His ego has gotten so out of control that it may have caused the ultimate end of Little People, Big World. Little People, Big World's Matt and Caryn attempt to salvage fundraiser as Amy goes MIA. Amy Roloff's fundraiser is here, but she's nowhere to be found, according to a preview clip of the next episode. The Roloff family has never had a lack of drama in all the years their reality show has been on the air. During the currently airing with the help of Caryn Chandler and Chris Merrick. At one point to that of a dictator, since Amy took over the planning in a major way, even though she sought out the help of her family. Unfortunately, it looks like the fundraiser will kick off without its leader. Shared a preview clip from the next episode of Little People, Big World Season 25, which sees Matt and Caryn trying to figure out where Amy is since guests are expected to show up in a matter of minutes. As the Little People, Big World preview clip begins, Matt is sitting in a golf cart and asks Caryn, "Where's Amy?" looking confused. When she replies, "She's MIA." Matt tries to lighten the mood by joking that the next time Amy wants to be in charge of an event, he and Caryn will push back and say they're going to be in charge instead. Caryn gets a little testy with Matt as she says, "I can't stay here and chat, 'cause I have things to do now," and then walks off. Matt says that everyone is trying to stay in their own lanes and not step on other people's toes, which causes Caryn to shade Amy by replying, "The only time you want to go in someone else's lane is if they're headed to go off a cliff. And then the lanes get blurred and the lines are disappearing, so result Caryn is at the point where she doesn't care who gets credit. She just wants to get the job done." After Caryn walks off to continue dealing with setting up the event, Matt is still sitting in his golf cart, staring at the camera as he reveals more of his thoughts on the drama caused by Amy. "Pretty soon, I'm going to lose it," he admits. "I've been the calmest one in the whole thing," which is the opposite of Caryn, who's all wound up. Amy and Chris are AWOL, which means Amy has been spearheading the planning process for this fundraiser throughout. So the fact that she's now missing when there's still a lot to do, with the guests about to arrive, is mind-boggling. She'll probably show up not too long after the scene from the preview clip and make it seem like nothing's wrong when she's been causing so much on the big day. Little People's Matt Roloff reveals Caryn Chandler's net worth after fans beg him to get a prenup before marrying. Matt's girlfriend, Caryn, 53, has been the object of LPBW fan scrutiny since the pair began dating after his divorce from ex-wife Amy Roloff, 57, in 2016. Matt, 60, revealed Caryn's approximate net worth when responding to a fan comment on Instagram. The fan wrote, in reference to one of the TLC star's posts, "So when you say friends of 30-plus years, you mean friends of yours and Amy. Hope you're getting a prenup, Matt." Matt replied, saying since she has a net worth 3x my worth. "I hope she lets me sneak by. Caryn's net wealth will surprise you," then added, "I need her to try to keep up." According to Celebrity Net Worth, the TV personality's overall worth is valued at around $6M, so if Matt's estimate is correct, or to be taken as fact, Caryn's net worth sits somewhere around $18M. Little People fans discussed the recent monetary revelation on a popular LPBW Reddit board. Many fans weren't buying it, with one person writing, "Yeah, that can't be true," and another joking, "Caryn is that you typing." A second Redditor expressed a similar sentiment, "I think I would need to see both Caryn and Matt post actual numbers before I buy this." Another agreed, commenting, "Yeah, seems highly unlikely. Unless Matt just has a massive amount of debt." A fourth fan added, "That's what I'm thinking. I thought I read that Matt needed to take out a loan to buy out Amy's part of the farm. He might not be worth as much as would be expected." While a fifth person stated, "I think she gets alimony, and that's the real reason they aren't getting married, because she would no longer collect a paycheck." One person reasoned, "If Caryn is worth so much financially, perhaps she stayed working on the farm so long because she really was in love with Matt all these years." Fans finally got a full glimpse into his side of the story, as well as 53-year-old Caryn's thoroughly criticized interference. Zach recanted how it all allegedly went south as he wanted to buy the north side of the farm, his favorite part. But in episode 2, Caryn made her proud presence in the negotiations even more clear. Caryn told Matt as they took a stroll on the Oregon grounds, "Well, I think it's interesting about Zach and Tori Roloff moving to Battleground, Washington." Matt said in confessional a few weeks ago, "Zach came to me and said, 'I'd like to submit an offer.' We sat face to face and it didn't go well." The TV personality continued, "There's been some tension between us." Caryn noted to Matt, "Now, it seems the decision is done. I didn't need to be in the meeting, but I thought I'd go along. I didn't think there were sides. It was a business transaction, and it didn't work out." Matt then concluded on the family pass-down that he passed on. "It may take years for people to see that, but I think Zach and Tori not taking over the farm was a good thing." Caryn added there were communication issues, and Matt concluded as they walked, "You can't hate your father and grandpa forever." Little People's Matt Roloff and fiancée Caryn Chandler broke up. But why? Matt announced the breakup account on July 22, 2025. But this isn't the first news we're hearing of Matt and Caryn parting ways. Some followers were already speculating back in April 2025 that the two had quietly split. So maybe things went south earlier than his July announcement? Nonetheless, here's what Matt had to say about the breakup with Caryn. Matt Roloff didn't offer an explicit explanation as to why he and Caryn Chandler called off their engagement and ended their relationship. However, the couple had run into a few roadblocks that postponed their wedding plans, and maybe it eventually got to a point that created some distance between them, though that part is just speculation. For a quick recap, Matt and Caryn began dating in 2017 and got engaged in 2023. By May 2024, They were expected to say their I do's but had to put things on hold because Matt's mother was dealing with health issues. A source told given how close Matt is to his mom, it's understandable that their plans were delayed. On top of that, it also seemed like the couple couldn't quite agree on certain wedding